Hello and welcome to the WhatCar.com podcast. This is the brand new BMW M3 Convertible, which is going on sale right now, just in time for the summer, at a cool £55,000.
But then there's this, the old BMW M3 Convertible, which luckily you can buy for a lot less cash.
And this is Barry. Barry came to our M3 Coupe reader testing, so we thought we'd treat him to a drive in the new car. Oh, and that's his BMW M3. Cheers, Barry. Right, let's go and drive him. I'll take this one.
I knew you'd say that. You always get the new cars.
You're the used car editor.
I know, but it's going to be a used car one day.
Of course, the main difference between the new and the old BMW M3 Convertible is that this one has got a folding metal roof and not a fabric top. And I think we need to put it up now.
Actually, the weather did break, so we did get a chance to try the cars with the roofs down after all. The roofs are, of course, the most obvious difference between the old and the new car. BMW switching from a fabric roof to a metal one. This has added a fair chunk of weight compared with Barry's car. The new M3 is more than 300 kilos heavier than before.
So it really needs the extra 71 brake horsepower, otherwise it might have actually been slower. As it is, it takes just 5.1 seconds to speed from 0 to 60 miles per hour, so it's nearly half a second quicker. Restricted top speed is still 155 miles an hour.
Not that Barry's car is any slouch. In fact, I think you'll find it actually has more pound-foot of torque pulling power per tonne than the new car.
Fascinating. Thank you, Peter.
Yes, Barry's car has 171 pound-foot per tonne versus 156 pound-foot per tonne on the new model.
Can someone take him away, please?
Summer's clearly well on the way, so lots of you might be thinking about getting a convertible to enjoy the sun. Matt's taken a look to see how much you could get the old M3 for. He is the used car editor after all.
Now, if I'm honest with you, I can't quite afford £55,000 on a new M3, but you can pick up the previous version for a lot less money. The oldest models from 2001 start at about £15,500, but these cars will have higher miles and they might not have the full service history. This is a performance car, so you want it to have been looked after. Franchise dealers have the best cars, and you'll be paying over £30,000 for a 2006 model with around 20,000 miles. So, what do you get for your money? Well, although it's not quite as good to drive as the new model, it's still fantastic overall, with amazing performance and great handling. It's generally very reliable, but fuel costs, servicing and new tyres are going to cost you a bit more than a standard 3 Series. However, that's a lot less than some performance cars like the Porsche 911.
Between you and me, Matt can't afford £55 on a new car, let alone £55,000, but there we go.
Have you been looking at my bank account again? Sadly, you're right. I'd even struggle with the £2,590 asking price for the new MCT automatic gearbox on the M3.
It's worth the cash though. Barry was very struck by the faster, smoother shifting of the new twin-clutch gearbox. Like other twin-clutch gearboxes, like Volkswagen's DSG, this baby is more efficient than the manual, so the Auto M3 is faster and more economical.
Peter, it's only 1.1 miles per gallon more economical, so still just 23 miles per gallon on the combined cycle. It is a great gearbox, and you can fine-tune the way it shifts along with a load of other settings. You can tone down the stability control and even, if you're brave or stupid, turn it off completely.
Yes, and we're stupid and on a test track, so we did turn it off, purely in the interests of finding out how good it is when it's switched on. Barry wouldn't let us do this with his car.
How strange.
That's it for this week's podcast. Thanks very much to Matt for giving us his advice on used M3s, and to Barry for coming along and trying out the new car. I had a chat with Barry. He likes the engine, he likes the gearbox, he likes the way it drives, doesn't like the fact there's not as much boot space as his old car. So overall, I think it was 4 stars? Yeah, 4 Barrys. See you next time. Cheerio.